days, it seems like everyone is trying to cut costs. But for the city of Santa Barbara, saving money by being energy efficient has been a goal for some time now. One that is having big payoffs, both financially and environmentally. If, as Ben Franklin said, a penny saved is a penny earned, then especially in these economic times, every penny counts. Thanks to multiple energy efficiency projects on city buildings, the city of Santa Barbara's energy bills are being drastically reduced.
Energy efficiency really is one of the keystones of saving money and, saving the environment too.
That means these energy efficiency upgrades fit perfectly with the city's goals. Recently renovated buildings like 630 Garden Street underwent multiple changes with major results.
It enabled us to go in and to really create a high efficiency building, and we focused on a lot of different things, one of the things being energy efficiency. And we replaced lighting systems with more efficient systems. We replaced most of the air conditioning systems that needed to be replaced anyway, and we replaced them with systems that were more efficient to provide on-demand ventilation systems that bring in outside air when it's needed, and it senses the amount of CO2 that's inside of the building. It provides better filtration. And then we looked at a lot of other things like water conservation, our waste stream and recycling. We looked at alternative transportation for people in the building.
With so many improvements, it may not come as a surprise that the city is saving money on energy costs. However, just how much savings might. In the last 12 months, the city has completed energy conservation projects that save $160,000 a year.
When you look at the payback, the energy efficiency that's involved over the life cycle of that building, it's definitely worth doing. In our building at 630 Garden Street, we can offset the cost it took us to certify that building just in energy savings alone in 3 years. So, we consider these things an investment for the city, and it results in energy savings in the long run.
It's an investment that is being realized in other city buildings as well. Throughout the city, in buildings like Fire Station 1 and the airport's new quick turnaround station, there is a focus on maximizing efficiency, which leads to reduced operating costs and environmental impacts. The new airport rental car facility has storage for more than 300 vehicles, car wash bays, and a fueling operation. The facility boasts a 159 kilowatt solar system that generates more than 75% of the facility's energy needs. The combination of its efficiency features and renewable energy generation results in a 97% savings in energy costs compared to traditional construction. With such an impressive resume, it's no wonder that the Quick Turnaround facility received LEED Gold certification, the first newly constructed city facility to do so. And the airport facility isn't the only city structure to receive LEED certification. 630 Garden Street recently received Platinum certification for an existing building, and Fire Station 1 is in the process of getting certified at the Silver level.
LEED means leadership in energy and environmental design, and I think for the city it's really about leadership. I think it starts with our elected officials and really the people of Santa Barbara. I think that they have an expectation that we need to perform well, and we need to do things that make a lot of sense, and we need to be sensitive to things like environmental issues too.
By investing in energy efficiency now, the city will save taxpayer dollars for years to come. To get a better picture of the impact energy efficiency upgrades can have, here are some numbers to shed some light on the subject. The city owns and operates over 100 buildings throughout Santa Barbara. It spends over $4 million per year on utilities. And in the last year, the city has received $175,000 in incentives for energy-efficient projects from Southern California Edison. In spite of these statistics, one still might question spending money on any improvements in this economy. But thanks to a stimulus grant from the federal government, many upgrades won't cost the city a dime.
Yeah, this is part of the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, and we received from the Department of Energy $868,000, and $818,000 of it we're going to be using to retrofit new air conditioning systems into our existing buildings and installing electronic control systems that will maximize the efficiency of the air conditioning systems that we have. And we're also going to be retrofitting and improving some sports lighting around town at Pershing Park and Cabrillo Ball Field and Dwight Murphy Field.
Besides securing grants, the city is continually looking for ways to leverage the dollars it has. For example, the city's parking operation participated in a Southern California Edison program that allowed them to upgrade all of the lighting in city garages without spending any money on materials.
One of the biggest energy costs in the downtown parking program is electricity, and electricity goes towards lighting the garages and surface lots. And we have 5 garages. They all average between 200 to 400 fixtures, and the energy costs were substantial.
The systems that we put in were T8 fluorescent lighting, and we were able to improve the light quality and significantly cut the amount of energy that we use, which results in savings, of course, and it doesn't take nearly as much maintenance time and money. So I think Victor's pretty happy.
Residents will most likely be happy with the change as well.
It turns out the fluorescent lighting gives us more of a natural, kind of a daylight type of effect. And the first response we started getting from the customers parking in the lots was, oh my God, it's lighter. I can see my car more readily. The older lighting, especially the high pressure sodium lighting, was not a natural light, and so sometimes the colors of the cars changed in the garages, and it was hard sometimes to find your car. And also, the overall level of lighting went up. It just seemed brighter.
Brighter for downtown parking's bank account as well, because the new lighting reduces energy costs by nearly half. That adds up to an annual savings of over $87,000. A savings that ultimately makes its way back to the community. Living in Santa Barbara, you've most likely parked in one of the city's garages, and chances are you haven't noticed anything different. That's because energy efficiency changes are some of the least invasive changes you can make to save money and help the environment. The city has long strived to lead by example in all things green, and these energy efficiency upgrades are a perfect case in point. Many of the changes made in city buildings can be done in your home or business. Even making one small change can add up to big savings. And similar to the city, you can find programs to help you make those changes.
There's a lot of opportunities that are coming. There's investment tax credits that are available from the federal government for energy efficiency, putting in new refrigerators or other appliances in your home, doing weatherization upgrades, or putting in insulation. There's also a program that will be coming out from the California Public Utilities Commission that'll be available through your local utility, called a whole house retrofit, where they'll provide much of the financing for these kinds of retrofits. There's just a lot of new technologies that'll be coming through in lighting, so you want to be aware of those things. So these are exciting times for people who want to save money by saving energy.
For more information about the city's efficiency efforts, visit santabarbaraca.gov and click on the Sustainable Santa Barbara quick link.